Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 27th of June, 2020. Please open your Bibles to the Gospel of Matthew. We're going to reflect on Matthew 8, 5 to 17. Listen. When Jesus entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him, appealing to him and saying, "Lord, my servant is lying at home paralyzed in terrible distress." And Jesus said to him, "I will come and cure him." The centurion answered, "Lord, I am not worthy to have you come under my roof, but only speak the word, and my servant will be healed. For I also am a man under authority, with soldiers under me, and I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes, and to another, 'Come,' and he comes, and to my slave, 'Do this,' and the slave does this." When Jesus heard him, he was amazed and said to those who followed him, "Truly, I tell you, in no one in Israel have I found such faith. I tell you, many will come from east and west and will eat with Abraham and Isaac and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven, while the heirs of the kingdom will be thrown into the outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth." And to the centurion Jesus said, "Go, let it be done to you according to your faith." And the servant was healed in that hour. When Jesus entered Peter's house, he saw his mother-in-law lying in bed with a fever. He touched her, and the fever left her, and she got up and began to serve him. That evening they brought to him many who were possessed with demons, and he cast out the spirits with a word and cured all who were sick. This was to fulfill what had been spoken through the prophet Isaiah. He took our infirmities and bore our diseases. The Gospel of the Lord. Have you ever noticed how atheists or people of other faiths who have discovered Christ, often late in life, seem to burn with a tremendous zeal for the faith? I'm sure you have. Have you ever wondered why? I think it might be because those who are born into the faith have never really gotten to know Jesus. We've learned about him for sure, but never really got to know him personally. Or if we did know him personally, started to take him for granted. Consequently, we simply go through the motions of practicing our faith without real faith backing the actions. In today's passage, we find a foreigner, a pagan, coming to Jesus for healing. He is a centurion. A centurion was a Roman army officer who commanded groups of about 80 legionaries. So he's a man of some importance. But he does not come to Jesus seeking healing for himself. He comes for his servant, which is unusual because most people don't care about their servants. He tells Jesus his servant lies paralyzed and in terrible pain. Now, before he can say anything further, Jesus asks him, "Shall I come and heal him?" Now, I want us to think about this carefully. Even before the man can ask Jesus to come and heal his servant, Jesus offers to come. What does that tell us? That Jesus is ever willing, ever ready to give us healing. But there is always a question he asks that has to be answered first. He asked a cripple, paralyzed for 38 years, "Do you want to be healed?" He asked a blind man, "What do you want me to do for you?" And in today's story, he asked the centurion, "Shall I come and heal him?" Now, you might think the questions are stupid because the answer to all three questions is an obvious yes. However, see how each person responded. The cripple thought he was being accused and got on the defensive. The blind man felt hope and expressed his desire to see. The centurion, in a remarkable departure from both, told Jesus he didn't need to come, his word was enough. Jesus couldn't hide his astonishment at the response of the centurion. Neither could he hide his disappointment at the response of the Jews. He said, I paraphrase, "A pagan has displayed more faith than I've seen in any of you." Do we have the faith of the centurion? There is a good chance we don't, for reasons already mentioned. So how do we gain or regain faith like that? I think a good way is to reset it completely. Sometimes when a device begins to malfunction, simply restarting it doesn't help. We need to restore the device to factory settings. How about we do that with God? Might I suggest you join our online schools of discipleship? We started 2 schools this past week. I didn't publicize it because I wanted to see if this method of instruction would work, and it seems to. Our first 2 batches are full with over 100 students in each, but we'll have new batches starting soon. Register by following the link in the description box below. This school can serve as a really good system restart where you make your introduction to Jesus all over again. Alternatively, just go to God and tell Him you'd like to start over again, and I know that He will help you. God bless you.